question. I recognize the member for Oshawa.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Premier. The Ford government has provided municipalities with speed limit signs so large that they don't fit on existing poles. They're so big that they could make roads less safe by creating blind spots for children crossing the street. Meanwhile, the government refuses to invest in proven measures that actually slow drivers down. Why is this government more focused on photo ops and supersized speed limit signs than on keeping kids safe?
Minister of Transportation.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I can't believe that we have to stand here and talk about a municipality not being able to install a sign, Madam Speaker. That too, when we offered to install those signs for them, gave them over a month's worth of time to do so, Madam Speaker.
I am warning the member for Orleans. Back to the Minister of Transportation.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. But we continue to be focused on proactive versus reactive measures when it comes to safety, Madam Speaker. We know that time and time again, these cameras, there's specific ones. Let's take the example from the City of Toronto, issued 70,000 tickets every single year. The number of tickets went up every single year, Madam Speaker. And so what does that tell us? It's not working. These are cash grabs in certain areas, Madam Speaker, so we got to focus on how we can limit the speed at the point of entry. How do you do that? Traffic calming measures.
Response.
Speed bumps, Madam Speaker, is what can help, and that's what the $210 million fund is meant for, and we'll work with municipalities to deploy that.
Back to the member for Oshawa.
Thank you, Speaker. It was a mistake to outlaw automated safety cameras in school zone and legislating giant, oversized speed limit signs to replace them are not going to keep kids safe. This Premier will remember Parkside Drive. We have talked about Parkside Drive in this chamber before. Mr. and Mrs. Avila were killed there in 2021. And within days of this Premier's decision to ban speed cameras on Parkside Drive, we have already seen a collision that has put a pedestrian in the hospital. So my question is, how many more people are going to be hospitalized before this government finally takes road safety seriously?
Minister of Transportation.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. That's why we're focused on measures that will actually stop individuals from speeding in these zones, like school zones or community safety zones, Madam Speaker. You put a speed bump in place, it is physically impossible for any individual to go through that at a very high speed. Getting a ticket 3 weeks later is not effective, Madam Speaker, and that's why we've moved towards a $210 million fund, which over $42 million has gone to municipalities already to help support additional traffic calming measures that will actually work and reduce the speed within these zones, Madam Speaker. This is in addition to all of the measures that we have put forward. I sat there with and introduced with my colleague, Minister Kersner, the Fall Justice Bill that strengthens provisions on those who are dangerously driving on our roads and imposes lifetime suspensions. Our government will continue to ensure that we build our roads as one of the most safest in the province and the country by ensuring that we have more rules and regulations that hold